into Comic Book Women. As you can tell, I am solo because all the girls bailed on me. So I have a little fun little guest tonight. Here we go. Hi, Aunt.
Hello.
Do you love that you're in my office and I'm in your office?
A little backwards, and yeah.
Yours has all the cool lights and stuff, although mine doesn't look bad either now that I'm looking at it. Hi, how's it going?
I look like I've got like the worst case of bedhead from this angle.
You look great. Thank you for saving my ass tonight. We literally were going to cancel the show because I didn't have anybody to be here with me. And Anthony's like, Laura, I got you. So he's stepping in tonight. Before we get started, though, shout out to our sponsors over at Covrprice. Everything you see on the show tonight comes directly from them. And there is a code in the description if you want to try them out for 99 cents. And shout out to Bird City Comics, our other sponsor. Same deal.
Yeah, you guys are tuning in. So guess what? When you guys tune in,
you win. Perfect.
Oh, you brought a soundboard. Oh,
no,
man.
I did.
Of course you did.
Oh, it's good. It's real good. Yeah, today was an interesting day, but other than that,
yeah, Tuesdays are always interesting for us. But thank you
Tuesdays
for
are
being
Monday,
here.
so.
It's the Arroyo show, right? They did request you last week, so it kind of worked out.
I told
that
you,
you're here.
I'm a hot commodity. Hair swoosh.
Yeah, you gotta flip the hair around. All right, well, let's just dive right in. So if you guys are new to us, we cover the runners-up. So if you just came from the top 10 list, we'll be covering 20 through 12, and hopefully you'll do better on this one if you didn't do well on the other. Yeah, let's see what we got to kick it off. First up, oh man, this book was everywhere. Was Anthony? No. Oh my God.
I was trying to see the screen behind my laptop. Again, guys, I'm not in my office with my camera. My Daisy Dukes. I forgot the camera was live.
Yeah, Brad's new here. Be gentle with him. Come on, man. Anyways.
I'm not used to
Number
this
20. Yeah, I know. It's different, right? We got a noir mystery cooking with Nightwing number 126. This is the 1 in 25 by Vasco Georgiev. I think I'm saying that kind of right. Let's see. With this intro issue introduces the enigmatic Captain Hallow, a new villain, and a full plague doctor getup. However, the talk surrounding this book centers on its cover, and it's a stellar one. This is the highest ratio available. It's a 1 in 25, and it's tough to get at any LCS because there wasn't a lot of LCSs ordering 25 issues of a Nightwing 126. Did you?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody ordered those, right?
This is going to be like Batgirl 23, where it's super under-ordered. It's not on pull boxes. So, yeah, if you guys can snag these.
You think it'll be that high?
I don't know if it'll hit Batgirl 23 like heights because that Middleton cover was fantastic. But, you know, under-ordered and almost hot 10, that's putting it in that vein of maybe snag one if you can because there's not a lot of them.
What's driving this? You think the issue or is it the cover?
I feel it's the cover. For me, I think that things are going a little more urban anyway. So you get like the mural paintings or like more street art feel, that folk art. I don't know. I feel like it's time because fine art we've been doing for so long and beautiful and realistic, and it's a little more, I don't know, community centric.
Yeah, I mean, Nightwing, the series, from what I understand, has been doing really well. So we have a lot of Nightwing followers out there, our daughter being one of them. So yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. We tracked 6 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 17% with a high sale of $40 for a near mint copy. So we're looking at a little, like not quite double ratio, but close. And a current near mint fair market value of $38.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm actually surprised though, to the contrary of Laura. Because Nightwing's extremely under-ordered. It's not on pull boxes. People aren't reading it, even though they should probably give it a look.
Are you saying I'm biased because of Ellie?
I'm surprised it's on the list. I'm surprised it's hit the 10. Because, I mean, I work in a shop all day and I get no requests for Nightwing. So this is cool. This is what the hobby's about. This is going to make it extremely rare. You're going to wish you were reading the series and involved from the beginning. And this is what gives it that high, you know, your heart starts going like, shit, did I miss it? Do they have it? So this is where it gets fun.
It was Mel. He was posting this everywhere. He was talking about this book nonstop on social media. If you follow him on Instagram, but he was like, "Oh, this is the book to have." And again, I think it's.
I don't even follow me on Instagram, so.
I know you never pay attention. All right. Number 20, if you were just hopping in, we have Nightwing number 126. This is the 1 in 25 ratio by Vasco Georgiev. That's how I'm going to say it. So that's what we're sticking with.
It's probably right.
Close enough, right? All right, Ant, what do we have next?
All right, folks, let me show you how it's done right here. At number 19, hold on. At number 19, announcing number 19, Mark Spears, Batman 217 homage, number 1 in 25. Did that actually change my voice?
That was good. That was good, yeah.
I was announcing. Okay, let's see. Layered homage. Is it homage or homage?
I say homage.
Yeah, Mark Spears is quickly becoming the king of it, helping to drive the Spears fever. We found ourselves wandering through today. Bloody, bloody, bloody. Let's see. Okay, we've tracked 14 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 21% with a high sale of $45 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint FMV of $30.
So fair market value of $30 on a 1 in 25. So on the previous show, I don't know if you were watching, Ant, there was a Mark Spears book that hit. It was the Frankenstein one, but it was basically going at cover.
Oh,
it was selling. Really? Fair market value was $6. The cover price was $6.
Yeah, $6.
Right, which I found surprising. But a 9.6 of the Frankenstein cover was going for $32. And I was kind of going back and forth with Lando over this because I feel like if you're gonna take the time to get a slabbed modern book like that, spend $6 and then slab it yourself and get a 9.8.
Seriously,
right?
Yeah. Well, I think we got all our issue 5s in this last week, and some of the later printing, so like your ABC covers always do fantastic, but anything after that C cover, which are, I don't know if it's weird with the ordering or something, because there was a couple covers people asked me for. I'm like, I don't even remember seeing these when I did my order, because I would have ordered them if I saw them. So I don't know. I think that at issue 5 and on, it's going to be interesting, and some of these covers are going to slip through the cracks, and it's going to be good for the collectors that do have them and find them.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Thank you, Timothy. That's kind of what I was getting at on the other show. At $32, I get it. That's decent for a 9.6 because it's the cost of grading, but spend an extra $10 and get a 9.8. Where the long-term value.
You never know until you send it in.
I know. What's up, Yee?
What up?
We got comic book women in the house tonight, guys. We got Yee, we got Anthony, the originals. Okay, well, anyway, so Anthony was just saying number 19, Mark Spears, number 5.
Oh, hold on. Will Timothy please come to the principal's office? Your mom is here, and she brought your lotion. Who asked me to say that, Rudy?
A wrench, making sure. That's something. Pre-screen it, make sure it's roughly a 9.8, and that's how I would do it. But anyway, Mark Spears number 5, the 1 in 25. This is the Batman 217 homage, which is kind of cool, right? And it's selling just
the Mark Spears Mafia is a real thing.
Yeah, there's definitely a following.
We wish no ill will towards Mark Spears. Actually, a really cool guy. If you've never had a chance to speak with him on a one-on-one, the guy, he's a people person. He's like a dude, you know? So there you go.
Dude, he put me on one of his covers and I don't own it. He put me on
I forgot to order you one.
I know. I'm like, oh. Anyways, it's fine. Let's keep going. Moving on. Number 18, if you are just hopping in, this is The Curse of Shirley Johnson, number 1, the Ryan Otley 1 in 50. Do we have any of these, Ant? Because he's going to be at Heroes Con, right?
No. Yeah. But he'll be in Vegas, too.
This would be a great one to take to a con. So for a character that appeared in one issue, so Spawn number 5, before being murdered, and then they decide, oh, we're going to bring her back. The majority of that likely came because Ryan Otley nailed this 1 in 50 variant, the highest ratio available, and it's likely a unicorn for the series, as the majority of the LCSs aren't kicking down the door to hit ratios. Spawn's popular, recognizable, all those things, but the series that surrounds his universe is less so. Unless the fandom gets hit with a variant like this one, bringing numerous eyes to the title who otherwise wouldn't take another look. Shirley Johnson, do you remember this, Ant, from like way back in the day?
Not even a little bit do I remember this.
Oh, man. So like they're bringing her back and it created this whole buzz. It was on some of the top 10 stuff a while back. But yeah, this is pretty cool to see it still hitting number 18. We have 7 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 3% with $125 for a near mint. So we're looking at almost triple ratio, and a current raw near mint fair market value of 102.
I don't know how I feel about this.
No, go ahead. Let me hear.
I mean, I've got so many emotions. So you got a pentagram on the floor. I'm just looking at art right now. Spawn's
Yeah.
coming through. You've got this little girl that's possessed apparently by why am I spacing on the clown?
What clown?
The clown demon from Spawn. Guys, John Leguizamo played him, but I can't think of it now.
I don't read Spawn, so I don't know what you're talking about. There's a clown in Spawn. I don't think that's right.
The Violator. Violator. Holy cow. I said it before the comments hit it. Violator. I know things. Yeah, so you got a little girl Violator. I know.
And the chat's like schooling you right now. Violator.
No,
Violator,
I said it before Michael chimed in. Chat, call it. I said it before Michael typed it. Took me a second. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, so it's a lot to unpack.
Do you even read comics?
See,
Timothy busts Lando balls too. That's what he does.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
that was pretty bad though. I'll give them that one.
You're like, what's that clown guy?
Dude, Superman. I don't know. Something random. Anyway, it's just this covers a lot to unpack. And yeah.
But first appearance of Beliaphon, the Crimson Seraph, and the Stranger. I think I said all that wrong. It's been violated. Yeah, that's true. Being on camera does make you kind of just go, whoop.
Well, that and I've been in a comic book store all day today, so it's like all a blur. It's kind of like when I don't know if you're an accountant and you run numbers, and at the end of the day you're just dyslexic. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I get that. I'll give you a go because you have nice hair.
I get a pass.
You get a pass all day in my book. The Curse of Shirley Johnson, #1. Ryan Otley, 1 in 50. Sorry, Timothy and I are on the same page tonight. He was giving Lando so much shit too. He called Lando the Canadian White Panther.
I'd read that comic.
That's funny, right? I would read it too. All right, moving on. What do we have for number 17, Anthony? This one you don't even have to read the script. You can just guess why this is on here.
Can I do it in a monster voice? What? It sounds awesome, does it not? Follow me. Ready? Oh, faithful. Oh, reliable. Oh, you get the gist. Spawn #1 is the king of aftermarket, and that is just as much to do with the character as it does with the crazy, right?
Is that bad? We tracked 45 copies sold, and at a 7-day growth trend of 8%, with a high sale of 169 giggity for the CGC 9.8 copy, and a current raw market value $18.
We see this on here all the time. It just never goes away. This is the one that TiVo would say is like herpes. It just keeps coming back over and over and over.
Yeah, this is one like how many top 10s. There should be like an award for how many top 10s. Kind of like on Saturday Night Live, they have like a special club of people that have hosted the show so many times, and this should be like a special award. It's been on a hot list so many times.
I really don't think there's any book between this list and the top 10 that we've seen as much as this one.
I should put this soundboard away, Laura. They're already calling for me to be a permanent
Put it
part.
away. Oh my God. The girls are going to kill me. I'm like, oh, I'll have Ant come on. It'll be the same vibe. And it's just...
I mean, you give me some buttons and I bring the, you know what I'm saying?
I know you like to push buttons, right? Wait, did you already say we tracked 45 copies sold?
Of course I did.
No,
So
yeah.
what do you think about this book? It's heavily, it's been homaged a bunch of times. Todd McFarlane is the GOAT. Like the dude is super cool. He's still rocking the old, like The Rock. He's got the black turtleneck, the gold chain. Like that dude is a complete vibe. So yeah, I can see him pushing these things to the top.
I think that it's what I'm with Alex here. I think everybody should own one.
Sure.
I'm just kind of bored of seeing it, to be honest. It's just like it's the same thing over and over and over again. So I don't know. And yeah, that's the other thing. There's so freaking many of them.
Yeah, but are you gonna stop watching It's a Wonderful Life at Christmas?
That's not the same thing.
It is. You're like, it's too much. Like it's the same old movies, classics all the time. It's a classic, and you don't look at a classic and go, I'm done with it. why it's a classic.
Yeah, Yi says, are you even collecting comics if you don't have at least 3 copies of this?
And
How many do
Spider-Man
we have?
1,
Like 2?
easy. Oh, I'm sure we've got a few.
Yeah, it's cool. Not like holding my breath for the Spawn movie, though. I've given up on that. I
Have you
prefer
seen the
Elf.
original?
What?
Have you seen the original Spawn movie?
The one where his mask changed all crazy?
Sure.
Remember where his mask is all... Remember?
Is that a yes then? Or
Is that the
I think
original?
so.
That's the
All right,
original.
well, that's what we're watching tonight. It's ridiculous. What's okay? What's number
pretty
16? We're watching Spawn tonight. What's number 16?
Okay, number 16. Oh, is this mine?
Ooh,
Is it my turn?
It's your
Yeah,
turn.
okay. Summer of Superman special number 1, Alexander Lozano, who I talk with and I am actually kind of becoming friends with. I really like him. This is a beautiful cover. That's all this comes down to, you guys, is that you have a really gorgeous rendition of this character. And yes, I've heard people bitch that she looks too young, but it's supposed to be like the teenage version of her. So I think it works. I think it's actually absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
3 Trulies in. Yeah, it went bananas when it first dropped before quieting down, but it hasn't gone anywhere quite yet. Not only does it feature Supergirl front and center, but it also holds the wedding of John Henry Irons Steele and Lana Lang, an event that the fan base was pumped for. We tracked 9 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 26%, with a high sale of $89 for a 9.8 copy. That's insane. This was open order. And a current raw near mint fair market value of $17. Nothing to snuff at. And I think this is just beautiful. They did foil it though, right, Ant? Or did they not?
No, and you probably shouldn't have said that.
Oh, oops. I think continue it.
Not for anything we did, guys, just so you know. But yeah, it has been requested for a foil, which implies it would be a comic convention at some point for someone. Not us.
I didn't say anything. Shit. I can edit that out. I'll edit it out.
He can't edit live, but you know, let's move on. I don't think she looks too young because you're right that she's supposed to be teenage to early 20s when she comes out into the world as Kara. The hair does crush whoever had the what was it? The Farrah Fawcett. Yep, Rudy, you're on one on that one. I'm co-signed to that completely.
Yeah,
It's I don't know. It's just so well laid out, and like you said, the hair and all this stuff, and
it's
don't know.
timeless. It's an evergreen piece.
yeah,
Right?
it's gonna be an evergreen piece. That'd be a badass sticker or a poster. Like when it transcends off the page into other merch, like you'd totally rock a T-shirt with that on it. So yeah, it's a good piece.
You had these in the shop for like days afterwards too, and they were selling for so much on eBay. I'm like, dude, why isn't anybody coming in? Check your LCS before you go to eBay, guys. These sat. How long did you leave them there? For like a week?
Yeah, they were up for that whole week. Made up to about Saturday, and then they sold.
Some guy came in like tried to buy the rest of them, if I recall correctly. Once he got wind of what was happening.
That was a funny conversation, but yes.
All right, Summer of Superman special number 1. If you were just hopping in, there's a little over 40 of you with us tonight. Obviously, comic book women bailed on me, so I got comic book boss. I got Ant with me tonight instead. So yeah, moving on. Ooh, so's a Micah.
Yep, got a Sozo Micah cover here. Number 15, DC Pride 2025. Number 1, Sozo Micah.
Yeah, pause. Look who's in the chat.
Wait, hold on. I got to go back because I was reading. Whoa. Oh, what's up, Bueller? What's going on?
Forever. Hi. Good to see you.
All right. Well, I'm sure you guys already know, but if you guys don't follow Comics with Bueller, please go do that. And if you are saying Anthony, duh, just don't comment and just let me have my moment. Anyway. Let's see. It's Pride Month. Naturally, we got a Pride centric cover. Guys, this cover is fantastically done. It's intimate without crossing a line, which I like that it's not in your face. So what do we got on statistics here? Okay, we tracked 12 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 27%, with a high sale of $15 for a near mint raw copy. Current raw sales $12. And yeah, Laura, I feel like this is very reminiscent of a cover we've done.
Really? Because I don't like it.
You don't like this cover?
Mm-mm.
Why?
I like the faces. Let me clarify. I like the faces. I don't like the outfits. Why are they wearing white?
Because they're crazy.
I know, but like
they're in jail. I don't know.
It doesn't. The outfits don't match.
I see what you're saying now because it's like the faces and the hair and the pose and everything's kind of on, and then it's like white vests.
I like the faces, Johnny boys. I do, but I don't get why they're wearing white. That's my only thing with this. Like,
Oh, that's interesting.
what?
If it's one of the thick like square bound books, DC
That's
typically
not what
will
I
do
said.
$9.99 cover price. So if this is a $10 book, that'd be interesting to look into because that would totally mess up all the math.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You get what we're saying though, because it can't really be like if it's selling for $10, but it's a $10 cover price.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but how would we know that?
We look up the cover price.
That's what I'm saying. They look regular. Like, it doesn't strike me as like Harley Quinn and Ivy, but I think the faces are great, which is the majority of the color. Or the cover. I just wish that it had something else.
Trying to find
You
it right
wear
now.
white to
It
paint
is
pride
a
party.
$9.99
Oh,
cover price.
okay. I didn't know that. You just clarified. I did not know that. I
Interesting.
thought you only wore white to the what was it?
Oh, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Black Crown. So it's a $9.99 book, and it's selling for $9.99. So that's some interesting math there.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fine. But I do like Soza Micah's stuff. I think she's very edgy. I think she has a very distinctive like vibe to her. She's very collectible. Are you thinking of the one where they do the Polaroid picture? Is that what you were thinking of?
No, our exclusive. Remember, they're like flipped up, say, and it's face to face.
That's Carla
Harley.
Cohen.
No, I was just saying it had the vibe of that, where it wasn't
Oh,
overly sensual, and it wasn't uncomfortable to look at. It was very nice and well done.
I don't think guys in this community are going to complain if it's over sensual.
I'm just saying within DC, they try to make sure that everything is nice for everyone.
I did not know that you wore white to pride parades. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we learn. Now we know.
Yeah, I did not know that. Interesting. All right, number 15, DC Pride 2025, Sozo Micah. And like Anthony said, we have 12 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 27%. We are moving right along. Okay, next up. This makes us bad parents because Anthony and I both let our 14-year-old son watch this.
He's 15 now.
Huh?
He's 15, and he's heard no, maybe not. It was pretty bloody.
Yeah. He goes to public high school. He's probably fine. Invincible number 19, the Ryan Otley Battle Beast Blind Bag Edition, the foil. So the Battle Beast hype train is chugging along. We've realistically seen it getting up to speed since the debut of season 3 as collectors look to the future. That unsurprisingly goes through Battle Beast with his recent miniseries hitting shelves. But as new collectors are brought into the fold, they inevitably want to revisit the first appearance of some major players in the series, including Battle Beast. Unfortunately, with a surge in popularity Invincible is experiencing, those books are quickly growing out of reach. They have been for a while, if you ask me. As
That's
a
true.
reprint of that famous first appearance issue and a blind bag prize, this is likely to land on our list. We tracked 11 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 80%, with a high sale of $18 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $13. What do you think?
Yeah, it's Invincible. Like, you can't go wrong. Pick those up. The fact that it came in a blind bag makes it again fun to collect because it's not something you could have grabbed, you could have pre-ordered. Like, you had to look out, or you got to go buy them now. Now that they're out of the bag, so this is the hobby being fun. I love a good first appearance. Like, are we calling this a facsimile? They don't use that word, but isn't that what it would be?
Yeah.
So it's cool that facsimile, or whatever term they want to use, is going for awesome money, because facsimiles tend to fall in that, like, oh, that's cool, I can get one since I can't afford one, or whatever your situation is. That's me a lot of the time.
It's like Ryan Otley stuff. Everything Ryan Otley's just going nuts right now, I feel like.
Yeah, it's a TV show too. Like, I had all those compendiums in 1 through 3, and as soon as the show came out, my number 2 sold, all of them. And you know me, so I had to order more number 2s because I hated having 1s and 3s. But yeah, they were gone. And people would come in and be like, "Hey, do you have any Invincible stuff?" And I'm like, "Dude, you guys missed the boat. That's been out for 2 weeks. You're on the late show, bro."
Yeah. I watched Invincible with Adam, actually, and Lando gave me so much shit about this because he's like, you haven't seen Invincible? I'm like, no. And finally watched it. And it actually is really, really good. Once you get past episode
Mark
1.
whining. Oh, sorry.
No, I had to get past the brutality of it. At first I was like, this is unnecessary. But then I'm like, I should shut up because it actually plays in really well with the story. It made sense to have it be that violent. At first you don't really get that. So you have to kind of stick with it. What are you smiling at?
Oh, just all the nostalgia quotes in here. So you got Awesome Sauce Radio saying, "And knowing is half the battle." Yeah.
You're distracting. When you're on camera, I keep like watching you and I lose track of them.
I don't have ADD, but I feel like I have ADD on the show because I'm like, I want to engage with the comments and not even talk about what we're talking about. But then the book shows up and I'm like, hey, I want to talk about this book. So I'm all over the place right now.
Welcome to my life. It's very difficult to kind of be, yeah.
Squirrel.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Okay, focus. And you're like insanely hot, so it's making it worse. Moving on.
You hitting on me? You gonna buy me a drink?
Number 13, Anthony, you're up.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta switch to another thing. And scroll. All right, the amazing. Excuse me.
Okay, continue.
Oh, The Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 1, issue number 299, the McFarlane cover. As mentioned in the previous entry, the man who helped bring Venom to the masses has added his 2 cents to the decision. Let's see. Laura, I can't read my laptop.
Wait, albeit briefly during an interview at WonderCon a couple of weeks ago.
Nope, I can't. Is your
That
internet?
caused numerous collectors to take a look at this issue featuring the first cameo of Venom. Ooh, I'm by myself now. All right. The community has pretty much considered this a settled topic, but when McFarlane speaks on the subject, collectors tend to listen. We tracked 12 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 5%, with a high sale of $1,375 for a CGC 9.8 and a current raw near mint fair market value of $86. Is that right? There's no way a 9.8 came in at that amount. I don't know where Ant went. He'll come back. Give him a second. That doesn't sound right. Ant, does that sound right math-wise?
Wait, I missed the whole thing. My computer froze. My audio went out. Your office is terrible.
That's why I'm in here, where all the bougie stuff is.
What was the question? What did I miss?
So a high sale of this book was $1,375 per a 9.8 copy. But then
but what are we calling this?
here
This is a second cameo of Venom.
Right. Well, it's the first cameo of Venom.
Let me see. First cameo. No, it says second though. Second cameo of Venom.
No, it says first cameo.
Read your slide. Right there. Second key comic. Second cameo of Venom. Last page reveal.
But this. Okay, chat, help us out.
I'm just reading words.
Okay, the slide says second cameo, but the read says featuring the first cameo of Venom.
I get where you're coming from. I smell it now. Okay,
so I'm not sure.
Yeah, ASM 2. Let's see, ASM 298. Really going on. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Venom's first appearance.
Saying it's Venom's first appearance. Fight me, but.
Yeah. I mean, these books go crazy. I sold a 232. It wasn't even near this, or 332. Anyway, the cover appearance of Venom, it's got to be the 330s. The other day, and people are asking for all this whole Venom run from basically what he's saying is 298 on up until the 30s. All the Venom covers are fantastic. I'm not sure why people are chasing them right now, though.
I don't know either. It doesn't really say anything, like why it's popping up. Ron Burgundy will read anything. That's so true. That's the whole argument. Okay, well, I don't even know. What?
He said Ron Burgundy will read anything, right?
Oh gosh, what are you gonna do?
Wait, where's my button? Oh, all right. Well, this is comic book women, so you comic book women. He says San Diego, but you get the parallel.
Yeah. So 298 is the first cameo appearance, creeping over Eddie Brock's hand. Okay, I don't know. This is a debate, so we're just not going to get into it.
All right.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why this is in there, and that was in the read too, because Todd said something about it.
Okay, so Todd designed that. Well, I guess he wouldn't have written it, so That's another good conversation because he would have been the cover artist. He's not writing the issue at this point, right?
He was with Tom. We should just call and ask Tom.
Oh,
So
that's
what
true.
happened? He did an interview with Tom last week.
Hold on, let me text Tom real quick and see what he says.
Sorry, Anthony and I are busy working, so we don't watch any of this crap. Hold on. It was the interview with Comic Tom. Yeah, I didn't watch it. That's crazy that changed the price on the aftermarket, though,
Oh,
right?
there you go. Well, now we have our whole reason.
Yeah, I know, but that's nuts that he would say it at this point in the game. I mean, when did this thing come out? Anyway, all right, number 13. We're getting off track. The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1, $2.99. Todd McFarlane, regular. There's the stats. He had it on IG.
So Todd McFarlane's basically owning this list.
Right? Across the board. 1988. Then he's like, oh.
Because guess what the next one is, Laura?
Another one.
Another one. This is you, Ant.
Come on, you didn't like that?
Another one.
No, that was perfect. That was great. That was great.
All right. Chat. Okay, sorry.
He's always said it.
Let's see. So we got Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1 again, issue 301, which this cover always threw me off, the 300. Everybody's like, oh, it's the 300, but 301's the same-ish look here. We track 17 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 3% with a high of $1,500 for a CGC 9.8 and a current raw near mint $61. Jeez. It's a white book, too. That one's hard to find that's all pretty unless you keep it pristine.
Do we have one?
No. I have one.
That's so cute that you say it that way. That's adorable.
You love that? Wasn't that adorable?
So I have one. Thank you.
I know. I'm a funny guy.
All right. Yeah. Because I thought we did, but it was all like beat up and dirty, but you like clean them up and stuff, right?
Yeah. Let's see. We're using Laura is on a Rodecaster Pro and I'm on a Rodecaster Duo.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm on. All right. Yeah. So that's interesting. The man who helped bring Venom to life and cover for this book is wading into the discussion that caused the aftermarket to see the pop on the books directly preceding and following the consensus first appearance of Venom in issue 300. Ooh, Lando, now what?
Yeah.
How will it play out is anyone's guess, as the culture is pretty content with 300 being the book to get. It's just like the Hulk 180, 181 thing.
All right, yeah.
All right. Anyway, so that was it. That was it for the runners up. Now, if you guys are familiar with the show, the girls and I like to kind of like do picks for what we're looking forward to grabbing this upcoming week. So, Aunt, you're just gonna have to kind of like play along.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So
did we already do these?
Yeah, this is like last week's.
Okay, Laura.
Yeah.
Look, hold on. All right, go ahead and just be like entertaining and beautiful for a second while I do this.
Anyways, if you guys aren't already following, please make sure you do. We are here every Tuesday. Normally, I have Lucy, Jen, and Sarah with me, but Aunt filled in because I was going to be solo by myself. Bruce, Anthony didn't bring home my present. He was supposed to check the mail, and I told him like 3 times. Or did you?
Accurate.
I reminded him. I texted him like 3 times. He's like, oh, I got to wait for the USPS guy to come or whatever.
All right, so here's my pick. I actually really want to read this, guys. If you guys haven't seen yet, I can't really put up an image of it, but Death of Silver Surfer. Number 1 dropped the 11th. Yeah. There's a Casada cover, a Ron Lim foil, which is going to be super dope. Yeah, that's one I'm looking forward to. So that would be my pick, Laura.
Wait, what is it again? Silver Surfer what?
Death of Silver Surfer.
I'll do a share screen. I was looking at all the Campbell Marvel Rival variants that have been coming out. That was my okay, yeah, this is a good one, Ann. I debated on this, to be honest.
That's cool.
This is
and then also like all the variants that J. Scott Campbell's going to come with, guys. All the August drops, go and look. He's pretty much doing like all the covers. It feels like for August drops. But yeah,
this is nice. There's a very interesting balance to it.
It's almost like Jeff DeCall, but it's not.
I would give you that. It does have a Jeff DeCall vibe to it, yeah.
And it's got like that very like I don't know, like nostalgia's hitting me from all angles because you get a very artistic photo here. But then you get like the Star Wars feel of the logo. So it's like, oh, it's space, but it's artsy.
I would not have connected the Star Wars look to the logo, but you're right now that you say something about
There's
it.
the Death Star down there at the bottom. I mean, come on.
That does have a Star Wars vibe to it now. No, it's just it's a really nice composition. Would you have preferred it without the trade?
Oh, absolutely. This is a virgin or even a poster. Rock that all day.
The
Let's
cover
see.
artist is Dyke Ruin. Dyke Ruin?
Dyke Ruan. Yeah.
Ruan? Yeah.
He's dope.
Ooh, there's a Stephanie Hans coming out too. I always like Stephanie Hans' work. The one that I was looking at, I'll just pull it up really quickly, is because I've been paying attention to Campbell stuff. I'm not a huge Marvel Rivals fan. Anthony is.
Yeah, I dig it.
You dig it? You stay up till like 3 a.m. playing that stuff.
That's because those hold on.
What?
That's because those little holes are always in there killing me, talking crap in my headphones, and I want to be like, dude, you know what? You're a little, you know what I'm saying? And I
You're
can't.
probably like 11 years old.
And yeah, it drives me nuts.
Yeah. But anyway, so I've been paying attention to the Marvel Rivals stuff. And he has, I don't even think this isn't a good example. He has the Black Widow coming out. Emma Frost is coming out. The Black Widow one's the one that I'm looking at.
Yeah, that Black Widow one's dope.
It is, right? It kind of just hits. But I don't know if I'm going to pay for it because it's expensive. So I find it.
Yeah, he does. Derek's got it right. Yeah. Yeah. I can hear it in my head, even if they're not on the headphones and I'm getting my butt kicked. I can just hear them going, "Mom, I'll get right off," but I'm still getting handed to me, and it just doesn't make me feel good about me. So,
Ooh, here's his Twitter account. So that's the book I'm talking about.
yeah.
Wait, that's not the right screen. You guys are looking at the wrong one. Remove, refresh. It won't pull up the regular screen, but anyway, it looks good to me. So that's the one I'm looking forward to. There is another Black Widow book. Oh, I'll have to look it up.
Is it coming out this week or is it just coming out down the road?
Yeah, no, it's all stuff that we were picking for this coming up week. It's
I'm looking right
Giant Size Dark Phoenix Saga Issue 1 Ivan Talavera. Hold on, I'll pull it up. It's stunning. This is one that I think could be a big contender for like cover of the year type deal. What did I just say it was? Giant Size Dark Phoenix?
Some about something.
This marriage, Aunt, you and I are dysfunctional, man. All right.
Or dysfunctionally functional.
Right. I like that
This
better.
is your book here you were talking about, though.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's the one I really, really do like. So that was my pick, and I debated between that and this one.
You are the master of the debater, so.
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's great. Who's that? Like looks like a Mark Brooks cover.
It kind of does, right? It's so well done. And I could see this book actually getting like some steam on the aftermarket. So that was another one that I debated on if you guys are trying to figure out what to buy this week. But yeah, that was it for us tonight, Aunt. Pretty easy.
It is. It reminds me of Mark Brooks. See, so good. Yeah, appreciate the invite after all these years. I mean, I know that our schedules haven't really lined up. You don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what you're doing. I would love to invite you out for dinner one night. I know that's strictly platonic. But if you're available, but yeah, I appreciate the invite, guys. Chad, it was awesome hanging out with everybody and getting to read all the comments. You guys are a blast.
Yeah, it's fun, right? It's kind of a good deal. So hopefully you'll come back, and I appreciate you being here.
I will comb my hair next time.
Your hair looks great.
I was wearing a hat all day, to be fair. So
no, you look good. All right, guys, that's it for us. If you haven't already, make sure you are following Covrprice, Bird City Comics on Facebook. We don't really do X. It's still
give the man a shot, Laura. Let's go.
And Black Crown Comics is in the chat right now. Make sure you're following his YouTube channel. The guys and I are going to try to make more appearances over on Lando's side of the border. Is that racist to Canadians?
Look at the comments, Laura. I can't. I need my royalties. Okay. I mean.
Oh. I'll let the girls know. Yeah. So anyway, have a good night, guys. We will see you next week. Hold on, Aunt. Say goodbye while I find the little button. I wasn't ready.
She's having a hard time with the electronics she has over there, chat. So
There's too many buttons. You think you're like Tony Stark over here.
I'm gonna own it. Boom, boom.